Wait, so you're saying I need to be 25 years old to rent a car? Is somebody here I can talk to?
I'm nowhere near where I wanted to be by this age.
Time slipping through my fingers.
Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh with the 450 vibe.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to First Cut Live. We are back on another Monday night here to talk about a lot of movie news and goodies coming out today, and I am doing it once again with RB3. RB3, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Can the people hear me? Yep, we are good. We are live. We're live on YouTube, and we are live on TikTok. Salute to everybody watching on both platforms. Not vertical today, we're horizontal, but that's okay because we're vibing.
Yeah, we're vibing, man. Yeah, tell me a little bit about how you've been handling, man. How you been being this weekend? Everything doing good for you, man?
Man, just
thinking about thread, bro.
Just stressful, you know. It's just been my job. Obviously, I work for people who know I work for like Dodgers Nation, Dodgers page. MLB opening week, MLB opening thing is this month, whatever it's called. So it's a lot going on. I really am like just exhausted. We built a whole new set. I'm trying to cut these hype reels. It's been a lot. I kind of hate it, but we're here though. That's why last week I was kind of a little dry on it and posting stuff, but we coming back heavy this week. We all coming back heavy this week. And then plus Core Life Crisis is out. Check that out. You saw the trailer in the beginning. Link is in the description. We got merch. Website still coming along. Things are cooking, y'all. So come in. Join the gang early.
Yeah, join the gang early. Now, we got a lot of stuff to get to, man. There's so many damn trailers. It's ridiculous. There's some trailers that obviously we might even get to today. But let's get to the big one, man. And that's Dune 3. The Dune 3 trailer came out. That's the one I wanted to make sure and have a little bit of a comment about it, at least. So I posted a little mini video on it. But are we gonna? Do you have it pulled up, or do you want to talk about it a little bit about your thoughts on it?
Let's watch it, react to it together with the people, and then we'll recap it afterwards.
Copy that.
All right, ready? Let's do it. Well, first of all, everybody watching live, all four of y'all watching, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe. And I know people are going to be flooding in later on in the show, but just make sure y'all show some love for the gang. We're doing it. And we're about to react to some trailers live. So share us up. Share us with your friends who are also Doom fans. All right, ready? Let's do it. The hums.
Yeah.
Senator Timothy Chalamet did those himself.
We name her.
Hello, Zendaya love.
Her name should be Ganima. She would need to be strong, like her mother.
Look at Zendaya, beautiful, man. Jesus. You got the baldy. Never go full ball.
So you would have the wisdom.
Music sounding epic. Hans Zimmer.
War feeds on itself.
Okay. Whoa, a lot of bodies. Lasers.
The more I fight,
Harsh landing on a spaceship.
the more our enemies fight back.
Pew, pew, pew. All right, Robert Pattinson looking evil.
I'm doing the best I can.
It's my
to protect
Batman.
my family.
Okay, we slicing up. Javier Bardem slicing fools up. Is that real?
Your father never started a war.
Somebody should tell Trump that. This looks amazing. That whatever that is. More Holy War. That one looked a little sexual. That ship going in. Anya Taylor-Joy. Oh, Jason Momoa. Oh!
He's back. What?
It's going.
He's alive.
Okay. Whoa. We got some big bombs.
Ready to die.
T-Shaw in the body.
But I must not die. Yet.
Ooh.
Yo, we out here. Chani Hive, we out here.
Johnny
Yo, stand
High.
out for Chani. Knives out for Chani, bro. Knives out for Chani.
Knives out for Johnny.
Knives in
Oh
the
wait, you
air,
actually
bro.
do got the Chinese shirt. Oh hey. Let that freak flag fly, my brother. Let's get it.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. May that knife chip and shatter, bro. Let's go.
Hey, that nice chip and shatter. Yeah, nah, it's good. It's good. It's looking good. It's looking action packed. It's looking great. The music got me hyped. I'll be honest with y'all. You know, obviously we're reacting as if this is not our first time watching it. We've seen it a bunch of times. It's actually funny because my boss at my job was like, we need a cinematic hype video for the next season. And I sent a couple and he was like, yo, these ain't hype enough. So literally what I did, I took that Dune 3 music, chopped it up to some Dodgers highlights. It's looking pretty sick. Hopefully y'all see that soon. But that's what, that trailer makes you run through a wall, man. How you feeling? I know you got your TikTok and your short out there. It's already popping. But how are you feeling about this trailer?
Yeah, man, this is my most anticipated movie of the year. I can't lie. I love it. It looks epic. It looks crazy. Danny said he's going to try some things that are different, and I'm curious to see what that means. And I think that he's not afraid to go even weirder, even crazier. And I want that because I want people to be challenged in this movie. I think maybe they weren't as challenged, in my opinion, in part 2 as they could have been. A little bit too many Timmy fans out there who are now Marty Supreme fans taking the wrong messages from this movie. So Denny decided to come back for part 3 just for them. I don't know if you heard about that. That's real.
What you mean?
Yeah, so apparently a lot of like fans are like really like, yo, Paul's the best, bro. Paul's awesome. I can't wait till he like starts a war. And then he was like not happy about it. And he was like, yo, that's not it, bro. I want to see people be like, no, war is evil, war is bad. So I'm coming back for part 3 just so people get it, that this dude is not doing the right thing. Kind of like with Frank Herbert. He said he's doing it because Frank Herbert did the same thing when he did Dune Messiah. When he released the following book, it's because he had some fans come up to him who told him that they like Paul and Paul's awesome. And he was like, no, Paul's not awesome. You're not supposed to feel like this is awesome. It's supposed to be terrifying. And then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna come back just for y'all. Just for y'all Paul Atreides fans, y'all weird ass Marty Supreme fans. I'm coming for you guys. So I'm excited to see what he does with that. And obviously visuals, Hans Zimmer. It's gonna be crazy, man. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Oscar race for Best Original Score is going to be very, very heated. Ludwig is there for Odyssey. Dune is going to be there, of course, for Hans Zimmer is going to be there for Dune 3. John Williams coming out of seemingly retirement. I don't know if he's like officially retired, but doing Disclosure Day for Spielberg. Ooh, wee.
Yeah. 3-way triple threat match.
We're getting a triple threat, high flying cage match in terms of composers.
Yeah.
It's gonna get nuts.
It's gonna be Ludwig doing the Shawn Michaels, like, I looked up to you, but I have to take you out, and he does like the super kick, and he knocks out Hans Zimmer, and then at the end he hugs him. It's all wrestling, bro.
Hey man,
it's like, you inspired me. He like raises his hand. And then Hans Zimmer points to Ludwig, and he's like, "He's the next one. He's up next." Yeah, that's what it is with score, bro. It's Hans versus Ludwig, and then obviously John is like the living legend, who's like probably the greatest of all time. So
no, it's those three in the GOAT conversation right now for sure.
Dead ass.
There's really no other competition. And yeah, I mean, but everything about this trailer, man, just amazing. The cinematography obviously looked grandiose, or grandiose, I should say, not grandiose. But amazing stuff. The I mean, just the epicness of it. I mean, the part two, I liked Dune part two a lot, and I liked Dune, the first Dune, a lot. My problem with both of those movies is that they both kind of end on cliffhangers to be like, okay, wait until you see the next one. Wait until you see the next one. The fact that they're saying this is the epic conclusion to the trilogy. Conclusion. We're getting it all wrapped up. And it's very clearly going to be taking some adaptation liberties, because I didn't read the Dune novels, but to my understanding, Dune Messiah is more of like a talking head, like not really a lot of actions happening, or a lot of action happens off screen. And then for and the subsequent books, to my understanding, this is an amalgamation of like a little bit of 3, a little bit of 4 in terms of like the Dune books, maybe some elements of 5. So I'm very curious to see the adaptation that Denny and his team are executing here.
That's a really good point, and I'm glad you brought that up, because there's like 5 more, right? Like 5 more books.
I think, I guess they say there's 6 total
6,
official.
Okay.
There's 6 official Dune books from Frank Herbert, and I guess Frank Herbert's son ended up writing like more novels, but there's 6 in the official Dune series, I guess, canon.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think he's gonna take the little pieces of each one, which is kind of nerve-wracking, because you're like, that's too much. But if anyone can pull it off, I still think Denny can do it. And again, if it comes back to the themes of the movie and his through line, especially with Chani, because I think he's focusing a lot on Chani, because Aaliyah Atreides, who's Anya Taylor-Joy, who's going to play Paul's sister, is going to play a major role in this movie. And she was talking in the press junket that came out last week that apparently she has all the memories of all the Bene Gesserits from the past, and maybe a bunch of other people in her head. So she's going to be this like all-powerful, all-knowing being, I guess. And I don't know if she's going to... Apparently she sticks with Paul, but I don't know if that's the case throughout all the books. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, Anya Taylor-Joy as the sister looked absolutely phenomenal. Again, look at Zendaya, man. And then, okay, so by the way, thank you to everybody watching on YouTube and TikTok. My man Matt Green tapped in on TikTok saying, I watched the trailer 1,342 times. Absolutely same here, my brother. Martial Arts Film Freak said, I dozed off in the theater during Dune Part 2. Wow, hot take. Martial Arts Film Friend. And Matt Green came back again. It's all about visual scope and making a mosaic for literally a big screen experience. Hit it right on the head there. This is visual spectacle to the max. This is what Denis Villeneuve does, right? I was trying to show more pieces of the trailer. I guess it's not letting me. How I do this? Okay, there we go. Every visual is just dripping. Like, look at this shot.
That shot's crazy.
Come on, look at this.
Whoa, we got to give a shout out to the DP, new DP, man.
Oh yeah, it's not Greg Fraser anymore. You're right. You're right. It's not Greg Fraser. It's who's doing this one?
This is the DP of La La Land and Babylon.
Oh, Lynette Sandgren.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh man, don't tell me it's this guy, man. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Yeah, that's him.
Oh man. Okay. Well, for one,
he's a legend too, man.
He literally is a legend. I had Don. I still had my clips in here from my Wuthering Heights review, man. The best part about one of the best parts. There's a lot of good parts about Wuthering Heights. One of the best parts was the cinematography. The cinematography was just maxed out in Wuthering Heights to a whole new level. Of course, we know La La Land. We know all of his other work. I think he won 3 Oscars. I think he's a 3-time Oscar winner, Lynette Sandgren. So, man, you went from one goat to another in a way. Gosh, Lee. Yeah. And look at these shots. This is again the visual scope. Like, how do you even compose something like this? Like, this is just. I'm like, oh man. Martial Arts Film Freak said it's whisper acting and pussy to sleep. Look, man. Look, they whispered a little bit. Bro. Yeah, you gotta lock in. You gotta put some subtitles on. You gotta get the subtitles on that one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I keep going back to this one, dog. Gosh, Lee.
Yeah,
I mean,
he like you said, man, he's won Oscars, so he's the real deal.
And like you said, the Anya Taylor Joy of it, like again, teases, because we saw in Dune Part 1, we got some light teases of Zendaya. She ends up playing a bigger part, and then Part 2, you know, Chani's basically like kind of the co-star. I mean, it's still mostly Timothée Chalamet's movie, but it feels like this one, I feel like they really realized, like, okay, we have Zendaya. Like, we got one of the biggest movie stars on the planet. Let's really milk her. And yeah, they throw her in the beginning of the trailer, the end of the trailer. I like it. I love to see it.
Yeah, no, it's exciting, man. And obviously, last but not least, Duke Leto. Duke Leto is back. Not Duke Leto. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, Duncan Idaho. Yeah.
My
God, Duke Leto is Oscar Isaac. My bad. Duncan Idaho's back, bro. Jason Momoa returning as Duncan. I'm excited for that. I love that stuff, bro. I know someone apparently Twitter got mad. They were like, "Oh, brought him back to life." It happens in the books apparently. So, excited to see what they do with that. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to avoid all spoilers from the book. There are just some things I did hear about. I did hear about this Duncan Idaho thing, you know, long ago. I heard a little bit about the Robert Pattinson's character, a little bit, like what, you know, his kind of thing might be. This is going to be a very, very interesting movie. It seems like there's going to be a lot of plot, a lot of sci-fi. Like, I just love the heavy sci-fi, dog. Like, different planets, different world, societies, all of it is just cooking. Look, and Film Fan One Eye, shout out to you, said Timmy went from rapping to humming. He went from rapping because he said the humming. Yeah, rapping to humming to giving that chanting. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yo, what kind of chant is he about to give up? Looking all intense. Look, this is the look of a brother who just lost an Oscar and he's like, yeah, I gotta go for part 2. Where is it? Let me get it right here.
Right before that, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. He hunting for no. Look at him. He got that hunger in his eyes, boy. He said, "Hey, I need to be nominated right now. Give me that Running Back Part 2." Now, it'll be very unlikely to get a nomination for a movie like Dune. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But I will say though, like his performance in Dune 2, I was a tiny bit of a Timothée Chalamet hater, like a little bit before Dune and Dune 2. Really before Dune 2, but Dune 2, it turned me. All right. I was like, whoa, this guy, he might really be the real deal. And he's only, at the time, he was like 26. Now he's like 27, 28. I don't know how old he is. Salute to you, man. Son's cooking. I can't wait.
Yeah, man, it'll be interesting to see what kind of award contentions this movie can go for. But I'm excited either way, man. This is the one I'm looking forward to the most for sure. But there's another big one coming up soon. Spider-Man.
Way sooner.
Spider-Man RB3. We finally got the trailer you've been waiting for so damn long.
Yeah, no, I'm like, yo, what's taking them so long, right? Like, by the way, 4 months out from your movie, like, that's like, I'm still kind of questioning the marketing a little bit, but I guess, I mean,
that's that save that money marketing.
Yeah,
they got too much confidence in it. They're like, bro, we Spider-Man. We're not gonna waste money on marketing.
Yeah,
so.
I get it. No, I get it. It definitely has that. I mean, we could react to that too. I mean, I'm down to react to it too. All right, before we react to it, shoot, I should have tweeted. Okay, whatever. I'll tweet. Okay, yeah, I'll tweet it out right now. I'll tweet it out while we're watching to it. Okay, here we go. Spider-Man, Brand New Day.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ. Come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
Look at that. Sad boy energy. Look, she Oh, this is sick. My boy going through it. We all done fumbled a baddie, ladies and gentlemen. We know how that feel. We know that feeling.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker.
This is my reaction the whole time, bro.
You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me.
There we go.
Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
Yo, he getting blasted. What the hell, Frank? Frank Castle!
Put your whimpering.
Josh Barenthal! Josh Barenthal! Oh! Okay.
Go home.
We got PG-13 Punisher.
Sometimes
Okay,
Spider-Man has to do
interesting.
the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart.
Oh no, she's up with another dude.
It's Ezra Bridger, bro.
What is
Oh, it's Ezra.
Yeah, that's Ezra Bridger, bro.
Bitches. Oh, this is nasty. Oh, he got them wet dreams. See, he's still thinking about his lady. Uh-oh. Oh, what's holding him up? Is that Daredevil? Is that the third arm?
Dr. Banner, I need your help.
Oh, Bruce Banner!
If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
Spiders have 3 life cycles.
RP. Is that Keith David?
When between
Sounds like him, right?
Keith David!
it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
Oh!
Faced with a danger that we can't control.
Got some telekinesis?
One we can't even see.
The homie from Severance!
Out of my way.
Scorpion bat?
Scorpion, yeah.
Oh man.
Kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of
Ninjas!
rebirth.
Why is Spider-Man fighting ninjas? What's happening?
Flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
That was clever.
Yeah, Destin Daniel Creighton, man. Coming up, doing this one. How you feeling about it?
Oh man, the trailer. I mean, I love every second of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just. I mean, it's pretty much a perfect trailer. It's a perfect trailer for me because I'm a child of the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? And this was a very 2000s trailer. Like in terms of like the goofiness of it, the narration, the like sad boy kind of mentality thing happened in the beginning. But it kind of sells almost the perfect action movie too. I mean, look at this action. I mean, we saw a lot of this being filmed practically out in on sets. So it's like, and Daniel Destin Creighton, how he handles the action. You could almost say it's a cameo fest. I mean, there's a lot of cameos. For the trailer, yeah. It's a lot of cameos, but I feel like this isn't gonna be Homecoming? Deadpool and Wolverine. No. It's funny. Like the cameo fest conversation keeps coming up, and people always say No Way Home. I honestly don't think that's a cameo fest movie because the cameos do play more like supporting characters. Like I do say though, Deadpool and Wolverine, egregious example of cameos. Yeah. Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange, egregious cameos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do think the Spider-Man movies do a little bit of a better job of like integrating the characters into like the actual story. So I'm very curious to see like what is Bruce Banner doing here? Like what is Frank Castle doing here? Is this some sort of plot with Daredevil? Is Daredevil gonna show up?
I think that's it. I I mean, you brought it up, man, because at the end of the film, at the end of the trailer, we see the hand from season 2 of Daredevil. Yeah. It's crazy. That's such a callback.
Yeah.
And Defenders, you're right. But season 2, that's my favorite. Season 3 is great too. But see, I love season 2. I'm like the one season 2 defender out there because everyone hates season 2. But I loved it. I loved it. That's the Elektra season. That's the hand season. I think they nailed that aspect in Daredevil. And I think this is finally going to connect Born Again season 2 to Daredevil. So I think it's going to lead into it. So that's going to connect with, obviously, that's why we see Frank. And then I think we're going to see Daredevil. I think they're saving that for the actual movie. Hopefully they're saving it for the actual movie. And I think you're right, man. I think that's why we're seeing the hand show up at the end, and that's why we're seeing all these kind of cameos and connections.
No, I'm hyped. So it's like Daredevil, absolutely. Like that makes sense. New York. But Bruce Banner, it's like, okay, this whole organic webbing thing, like what is this gonna lead to, right? Like, are we gonna see him kind of adopting the traits of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield? Is this maybe even, some people are implying maybe this goes into direction of like a Man Spider kind of situation. If you've seen the Spider-Man animated series, Man Spider, that Spider-Man with 6 arms looking freaky. We see a brief shot in the trailers where they zoom in on his eyes and his eyes are completely blacked out in the same way that cartoon is. It's possible. It's possible.
It is. It is. And as a fan of that show who's seen it so many times, and that's what got me into Spider-Man, to be honest, because I grew up with that series. I like it, but also there has to be a reason for it, I think. Is it just to give him like new powers? I'm definitely curious about that because I think they're going to explore that avenue of Spider-Man, maybe give him a little bit of an upgrade when it comes to his power set. And maybe that's why his eyes black out, and maybe that's why he's able to fight the Hand and, focusing on the sword and all that. Like, there's going to be something there with his powers because we see the organic webbing now. Like, that's what he's doing the rest of the trailer. He seems to be doing only organic webbing. So I think there's going to be something there with him being upgraded when it comes to his power set. And I think Bruce Banner is almost kind of giving another shout out to that animated series, is playing the Kurt Connor role, Dr. Kurt Connor, who we know from The Amazing Spider-Man. But if you've seen the animated series, or if you know anything about Spider-Man comics or anything like that, he plays that kind of like scientist advisor who's always like studying Spider-Man, and he's always like, "Hey Doc, I got this, something's happening with my arm," and he's like, "Oh, let me check it out," and he just like helps him out. And he's a professor at the school he's going to in most of the Spider-Man comics and the Spider-Man animated series. So I think that's kind of what Bruce Banner is going to play in this movie. He's going to play kind of like that Dr. Connor kind of role for him. So
yeah, I like that. We always gotta give Spider-Man a little mentor, especially the MCU one. I get it. But then again, now I'm very curious. Again, the Daredevil possibility. There's also reports that Florence Pugh is going to be playing in this film as well, of course, as Elena Belova. Or is she going to fit into this movie, right? Like, how big of a threat is this whole Hand situation? And then again, we can't not talk about this trailer and not talk about the big elephant in the room, right? Which the highly speculated. Maybe Scorpion. I mean, I'm glad to see him back. You know what I'm saying? But
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Sadie Sink.
Sadie Sink, man. We don't see her in the trailer. They're keeping her character a big, big mystery. And she will appear in Avengers Secret War. Man, I mean, a lot of people are saying this is very much pointing to a potential Jean Grey situation. I don't know what are your thoughts on that. I mean, we kind of see, by the way, that's supported by this part in the trailer right here, where we see this mind control situation happen, right? Like jumping from mind to mind, who's really controlling who. And if you know Jean Grey's powers, and by the way, homie from Severance, I mean, there's just so much here. I mean, my God, but he's great too. I mean, he's one of my favorite actors working right now. But yeah, Sadie Sink, like, what is this? Who is she? What is this adding up to? I'm madly curious.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's enough there to say that she will probably be Jean Grey. And then obviously shout out to new rock stars. I can't deny that they do their thing. So I've seen their videos on it, obviously, but I think there's no denying that her playing the Jean Grey makes more sense for her to appear in Endgame. The only thing that kind of takes me out, if I'm being honest, I kind of don't mind, and I know they were talking about this in the same video too, the same new Rockstars video, where they were like, it is a little weird to introduce X-Men in Spider-Man. Like, it feels kind of funky, because then it does tend to get crowded, or it does tend to feel crowded. But then I think I'm okay with it. The only thing that kind of took me out, speaking of your homie from Severance, because I haven't seen Severance, is him playing Stryker. What?
Oh yeah, well that's their theory. Yeah, that's their theory. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
that's something I don't want to see. I don't know. It feels weird. If that's the case, that's a little weird. I don't know. That's the one that took me out. But if Sadie Sink plays Jean Grey, I'm cool with it. I think that'd be an interesting Jean Grey. She could be a more Marvel girl type Jean Grey, where she's more like a younger, up and coming Jean Grey, which is cool too.
Yeah, no, I think, of course, they if they do that, they are leaning heavier into the younger direction for the X-Men, which is good. That'd be very apparent though. And then there's also kind of interesting to look at how, you know, they've been announcing all these nostalgic X-Men actors, right? But they haven't announced Famke Janssen or Famke, what's her name? From the OG trilogy, Famke Janssen or whatever, who played Jean Grey in the OG X-Men series. She's not. She is confirmed not to be in Doomsday or Secret Wars. But they're bringing in this younger version. So I'm like, are they going to mix the younger versions with the newer versions? Or,
I would hate that.
You know,
that's why I wasn't on board with bringing him back again, because everyone's like, look how cool Cyclops is, and I'm like, yeah, but he's like 50 or like 55, bro. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like it just doesn't. And then what are we gonna do with that? And I get it. It's supposed to be like a last goodbye, but I feel like we've had plenty of last goodbyes. Yeah, it is weird. It is weird that they're. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm sure they're gonna do a universal 2-universe kind of thing. So yeah. But you know, nevertheless, though, I'm very, very excited about, you know, again, Bruce Banner's part of it, Florence Pugh's part of it, you know, the Daredevil side of it, the potential Jean Grey of it all. Like, there's literally so much that like this movie has to offer, and you know, we all kind of wanted the street level Spider-Man movie. But this kind of is also looking like that too, right? I mean, we get a nice little collage at the end of the film, and a great collage of like splashy comic book covers, right? Like, but it looks like he's taking out a bunch of these street level guys, and then it's like, yo, who's really behind all of this? It's very excited, man. Very excited. I'm super excited, man. I'm glad a homie like Destin Daniel Creighton is getting this much love. Someone who, if you've seen interviews, I will never forget watching an interview with him on this like movie podcast. Like it's like a movie lovers podcast, and he was talking about Shang-Chi, and he was said like it was like the hardest thing he's ever done in his life. He was like, I don't even know if I want to come back. And then they announced him for Kang Dynasty pretty soon after that, and that was supposed to be him, and then obviously that fell through, and then he's doing this one, and I know this, you said this, we're gonna do this at the end, but I kind of want to do it right now, RB3. Sorry, I'm breaking the schedule.
Okay.
Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Wonder Man season 2 is confirmed, man. How you feeling about that?
I love it, man. I mean, Wonder Man's one of my favorite MCU shows that we've had, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a really brilliant executed comedy, Hollywood comedy, inside comedy. But it's also very relatable. It's very relatable, but also does a great job of painting a character like Wonder Man, who, let's be real, he's not the most sympathetic guy. Like, he's kind of an a-hole, like, through a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? but that's what makes it appealing. So, brilliant show. I love this show, man. I mean, I watched it maybe twice over, you know, in totality, because I showed my mom some of it, I showed my girlfriend some of it, and I can be I can be happier. I mean, this is literally maybe top 3 MCU shows ever. So, and we don't see a lot of these shows get season 2. Miss Marvel, unfortunately, not season 2. Ironheart, not yet. But Wonder Man, I'm very, very happy to see that. Very, very happy.
Yeah, I love the show. If anyone who follows me, they know I've tweeted about it a million times, wrote a review for it. It's definitely, I would say top 2, top 3. I agree with you on that. But top 2. I could even say number 1 sometimes. Like sometimes I feel like there's some days I'm just like low-key disappointed me in some aspects, and I can put this at number 1. But for sure, definitely one of my favorite MCU shows. A show that's not afraid to be itself, and I love that. A weird, super inside baseball Hollywood actor show that just happens to have some superpowers every now and then, but for the most part it's a comedy. It's a very fun comedy with a sort of unlikable character, like you said, who's just trying to get by, and he is kind of a jerk sometimes, which is kind of funny, which makes it funnier in my opinion. I just think it makes it funnier. So the only thing that the season 2 announcement kind of got me scratching my head a little bit is how they're not going to, I really hope, man, because so far, if you really think about it, RB3, I might be wrong, but just off the top, obviously I haven't followed the MCU as closely as I used to, but off the top of my head, have we seen an OG MCU show character show up in a movie besides Miss Marvel?
No, I
Moon
mean,
Knight,
technically Daredevil. Technically,
yeah,
he showed
I
up in
guess.
Spider-Man. Technically,
Because I think about like Moon Knight. I think about other characters who really didn't go anywhere when it comes to the big screen. So for me, it's like I hope they bring him in a major movie as well, and not just keep doing TV shows. Season 3, season 4, and I'm like, where's a movie?
Yeah,
he doesn't have to be the movie, but it could be like give him like a couple scenes for crying out loud in a movie. So
true. I mean, a martial arts film freak made a great point in the chat. Kate Bishop was in Miss Marvel, was in the Marvels. So that kind of in that post credit scene.
Post credit scene,
Yeah,
I mean, she was in it for like 10 seconds, but
yeah. So technically TV character. But yeah, I mean, and then I mean technically Florence Pugh was introduced in Black Widow, but then she played in Hawkeye. And then
that doesn't count. She was in Black Widow. That's technically a movie.
Yeah, I mean, technically. I mean, she probably had more screen time in Hawkeye, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do think, like you're saying, though, I want to see him in a movie, but also, let's get him in the main stage. I mean, Yahya Abdul-Mateen's too big of a star.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, not including that. It'll honestly be kind of a flex for Marvel too. Be like, oh, we have Black Manta over on our side now. You know what I'm saying? Like him popping up and doing, Dr. Manhattan too. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I would love to see that. And he's also just a cool character that would just be fun to see on the big screen. Like I feel like the TV budget unfortunately kind of limited Wonder Man in terms of like how we see his powers, and we got a little preview of it at the end of episode 1, but I would love to see them explore those powers a little bit more in season 2, and also on the big budget stage like Secret Wars, like Doomsday, let's see them pumped up, to level 10 or 20. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, on a pure power level, he's definitely up there. So I hope they use him in some fun action scenes. So, all right, now we got to get to the biggest trailer of the year, RP3.
Yeah,
it broke this film Twitter. Moana live action is here, man. We doing it.
Man, it's up and cracking.
Yeah, as a massive fan of the original animated movie, I love this movie. I saw Moana 2. I really liked Moana 2, actually. I reviewed it, and I enjoyed it. But this movie, RB3, I have no idea if you have this pulled up or not, or if we just want to talk about it.
I got the trailer. Let's react to the trailer, too. Let's react to this one. But real quick, Wiley Todd in chat said, yo, salute to you, Wiley Todd. Member on the channel, salute to you. Lamar Norman said it's the hand. Also, they're doing the other story arc from the comics, talking about Spider-Man. And then Devontae Hutley said, yo, what's up to you, brother? Salute to y'all. Salute to everybody who taps in. Again, make sure you hit that like button. Support the gang. All right, here we go. Moana live action. Here we go.
I know a girl from an island. She stands apart from the crowd.
Okay, little pig. Some cute animals.
She loves the sea and her people.
Turn this down, Jesus.
She makes her whole family proud.
Okay, looks like frame by frame, same movie, actors.
The stories are true.
The story has just begun.
Okay, we got some CGI water. Okay, we like water.
An evil dark.
Looking like Little Mermaid.
Moana, the ocean chose you.
Okay, we love Grandmama.
Maui, restore the
Maui, Dwayne Johnson, my goat.
Te Fiti, and save us all.
Oh, he carrying the boat one hand. Oh, he got hair.
Demigod of the wind and
Oh, he got hair.
Huh?
So it goes like this. Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men.
Okay, they animated tattoos.
Women too, men and women.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Oh wow, they actually did the well thing. All right, interesting.
This song goes hard though.
I'm not going.
Song does go hard.
My island, my people
Wow.
won't survive if we don't make it.
Look at Dwayne.
The ocean chose me. for
He's
a
getting
reason,
real eyebrow in this one.
and it chose you too.
Listen, princess, if you're gonna do this, you gotta go through a whole.
Hey, got the little monkeys. Where's the chicken? I want to see the chicken, man. There he is.
I'm not a princess. I'm the daughter of the chief, leader of my people.
Okay. Big crab.
Oh,
Let's
Shiny.
go save the world.
I got your back.
Remember that song, Shiny?
Oh, they got the big lava. Okay, I can't wait to see the big lava monster.
What? Is there something in my teeth?
Oh, okay. All right.
Woo!
Well, all right. Yeah.
Ooh. Right off the top, we gotta talk about the Rock in the room. The Maui in the room. He looks terrible.
Yeah.
He looks bad, bro. That wig is not good. The performance doesn't seem good. It seems bad. It seems forced. It seems there's like nothing there behind his eyes, bro. This is after Smashing Machine. Look at that. Like, my God, bro. Somebody put the John Cena Barbie scene when he's waving goodbye as a mermaid or merman. Like, good job, Barbie. You did it. And he's waving goodbye. Have you seen that?
Yeah. From Barbie. Yeah.
If you can pull that shit up, bro.
Nah, I got to clip that in. Oh man,
Cause that's kind of what it is. That's kind of what he's doing right now with that wave, bro.
With the mermaid, yeah.
Somebody said, "Yo, I saw some people on Twitter clowning some bald people. I'm not about to be one of them. There ain't no bald Maui, bro. He's gonna have that hair." But somebody said it best on Twitter, man. I think he should have given the role to someone else. Kind of like Homegirl. Homegirl could have done it herself. Alila Colorado. Alila Cavidado. I'm butchering her name, but the original Moana. She does acting and she does stage plays and she does musicals, but she chose to have a young actress play this role of Moana. And that's, to me, the right choice. The Rock should have done the same. And I know it's a star power that they're kind of relying on, but they could have had a different actor play Maui if they're gonna do this movie, because obviously a lot of people are like not even on board with them doing this movie at all. But the fact that if they chose to do this movie, at least, I don't know, choose a fun up and coming Hawaiian actor to play this role. You could have found someone else.
Yeah. And then they could have found somebody else. They could have found somebody a little more cut too, because like we're still in the skinny Rock era. Like we're still in the era of the Rock when he's like, he was trying to do the Smashing Machine thing. So it's like he's just a little less bulky, you know what I'm saying? And that would have fit a little bit better with the cartoon aesthetic here.
Wait, you say you think he should have been thinner or thicker?
Thicker. He gotta be thicker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's still
Maui's thick, bro. Maui's supposed to be like thick.
No, he's supposed to be thick. You kind of see this like skinny Rock a little bit.
He's got like a belly too.
Yeah. Nah, that would have been nice to have a plus size brother in there. Yeah, you could literally see like this is skinnier Rock than like usual. Like if you know the Rock,
you could tell, bro. He's like gas right there.
Yeah. He's
eating like carrots and broccoli and shit.
Yeah, he's already tired. He's already burnt out, man.
He's fucking gassed.
Yeah. Oh man,
that performance. It feels like it's like he's just not in it, bro. He's got no energy right now. It's just not right for Maui. Maui's got like crazy energy. I don't know.
Yeah, I always wonder like does like I'm always curious like. Does he really like, especially after Smash Machine? Does he really like doing these blockbusters? Like, does he really care, or is it it's purely money?
Money, man. It's money, bro.
Yeah, money. But it's like after a while, like when you just look so checked out, it's like, come on, dog.
He looks really checked out here, man. He really does. Yeah, the look is bad, and also the look of the movie visually. Like somebody said, it looks like AI. It kind of does look like AI. It looks like someone put it through like an AI filter.
Oh man,
like some sort of beauty filter shit. I don't know, man. It looks bad.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. And I can't hate too much because I'm sure there's a lot of Hawaiian brothers and sisters who got a job off this, and shout out to them. But everything else for me, just besides them, I can't vibe with this. And I love Moana, so.
Yeah, no, we gotta do better, people. Now I will say this is interestingly enough, this is directed by the person who did you remember how they filmed the stage play for Hamilton? It's directed by the person who was the director of the film stage play of Hamilton. Yeah, so this is like very interesting kind of levels here. And by the way, like, if technically speaking, that dude did win like mad Emmys for the Hamilton stage performance, filming or whatever. But it's also like filming a stage play. I don't know if that like different. Yeah, I don't know if that really counts as a movie. He did do some episodes of TV. He did a lot of TV. He also directed Grease Live, a couple episodes of Two Broke Girls, an Oprah Winfrey special, Grease Live, again more TV. So yeah, this is like his first big movie. I'm curious. I mean, it could be weak, it could be kind of generic, but it could also be some kind of fun too. I mean, you know, we never know anymore. Like, I would say like the Lilo and Stitch live action was like relatively not the worst. You know, like that was like not the worst movie ever.
Yeah. Also, you said Little Mermaid. I don't think Little Mermaid's that bad.
Little Mermaid wasn't bad either.
I kind of like Little Mermaid, and I think it has a lot more to give than this, to be honest. There's obviously some bad in Little Mermaid, Aquafina. But besides that, like the visuals of it, the sense of it, the scale of it, who's homegirl? Halle Bailey? Halle. Is it Halle Bailey, right?
It's Halle Bailey, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm confusing her with her sister, but it's not. Halle Bailey and Homie. I forget Homie who played Prince Eric. I thought they were great. And I think it worked out a little more than people gave it credit for, in my opinion, because a lot of people were hating on it, but it turned out pretty good.
Yeah,
so I think this looks way worse, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, this looks worse than that. This looks worse than live, Lilo and Stitch. Like the homie Kate Huseby said in the chat. Kate Huseby, what's up? Core Life Crisis. Make sure y'all check out our film in the comment section down below. Shut the trailer at the beginning. Kay said this is one of those movies where everybody on set knows they're just there for the check. Yeah. People got paid.
But for me, it's like everyone hates on Disney live action for good reason, right? Because they're kind of just reproducing everything we've seen before, especially when it's so recent, like Moana. Moana's recent as hell. It feels weird, but at the same time, I've been like a low-key defender of it because I think some of them are actually okay, and some of them try to bring something different. I just think we're not scaling down. I think we're stepping down so much in quality that it's starting to get noticeable. And this looks very noticeably low in quality. So, yeah.
Yeah, so. I couldn't agree more. No, I have no other thoughts other than, I hope The Rock gets back to acting. I want more Smashing Machines, less of this, please.
Yeah, I think that'd be better. RB3, we had a big movie weekend. A big movie weekend, something that we haven't had in a minute. Project Hail Mary came out this weekend. A new Ryan Gosling astronaut space story based on the Andy Weir book. RB3, first things first, did you check out this movie, and how do you feel about the success of this movie so far?
Yeah, I did check out the movie. We could do more. Did you? First of all, did you see it?
I did, yeah.
All right, we could do a little more of a review section, in a little bit. But I'll start off right on top and saying I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie. I thought it was some good sci-fi, some nerdy sci-fi, which I appreciated. And you can see there's a lot of math in here, a lot of education, a lot of science, trying to teach you something, which a lot of these Andy Weir movies and books kind of do. But it's legitimately great, and I'm always happy to see real sci-fi winning at the box office. I love seeing also non-IP movies win at the box office. And this is the second highest non-IP movie to open in this decade in the 2020s to over $80 million domestic, 140 worldwide. Second to only Oppenheimer, which is I would argue in the same vein, and at least in terms of like Oppenheimer's not sci-fi, but heavy science movies, like heavy, like we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of like how we make the science stuff works. And it's great. I love it. Nerds are coming out heavy, but also sci-fi fans are coming out heavy. Mathematicians are coming out heavy. It's a good vibe. In IMAX, film lovers are coming out heavy. Now, my only disappointment with my viewing experience is that I went to see it at AMC City Walk Universal, which is the Mecca, the big IMAX, the biggest IMAX. Prepare to see it in an IMAX 70mm film. Salute to my boys, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They got on a Ryan Coogler-ish and told everybody to pull up to the IMAX 70. So I did that. Unfortunately, though, the projector was broken. And they didn't show it in the 70mm. They still showed it in the digital. And we still got to see the full aspect ratio, like 140 or 1.43 to 1 aspect ratio. But it wasn't the same. I want to see it in an IMAX film. I was a little bit disappointed. They did hand out a readmit voucher. I'll be back. I will watch this movie again. But yeah, I'm happy for its success.
Yeah, I think it was 83 million, like you said, domestic opening, and it was 140 worldwide. Massive. That's big, man. That's big, especially for non-IP, but even in general nowadays, that's big. That's massive. So shout out to Lord and Miller. Shout out to Ryan Gosling. I know he's been promoting the crap out of this movie. That's a big worldwide ticket right there. Definitely a big get for him, and a great opportunity for more original movies or non-IP movies, I guess, to really take the stage and take a little bit more attention. So yeah, shout out to them, man. I like him. I like Ryan Gosling. I think I still kind of mess with homie. So appreciate him getting some love. Same with Lord and Miller. Obviously the Jump Street movies, I always go back to those. Still probably my favorite, like part 1 and part 2 movies of all time.
Oh yeah.
If there's just, people always say trilogies, but there's always like a 1 and 2. Definitely one of my favorite 1 and 2 movies of all time. So shout out to Lord and Miller for doing this one. And RB3, I say we break it down, man. We got your general thoughts. I kind of want to get a little bit deeper in this one just because I feel like a lot of people saw it. Tell me a little bit more about what you appreciated from this movie.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me turn the review one. Okay, cool. Yeah. Our review of Project Hail Mary. Look, man, I thought, like I mentioned earlier, the leaning on the heavy sci-fi was absolutely great. I mean, we're seeing the beginning, the world kind of in this dystopian state. The sun is being eaten up by, all these different factors, or these little bugs or little cells or parasites that are eating the sun. So then, of course, this doctorate marine biologist played by Ryan Gosling, like you said, maybe one of Ryan Gosling's best performances, turns out he is one of the only people on Earth who knows how to fix this situation. So, they get real, again, like I said, real nerdy, real in the weeds of the science and minutia. They aren't running from any exposition or running from any of the heavy dialogue. They put it all in, but they executed with some grace. But it's also handled with Lord and Miller's pristine eye for heart, humanity, and care. And I think that can only be further emphasized by the lovable Rocky character. This little lovable rock figure who is basically like a rock crab in a way. He is the shining point of the movie. Apparently a lot of this was done practically, which is dope. I think a lot of the book fans were disappointed that they included a lot of Rocky in the marketing campaign because apparently it was a pretty big deal, this reveal in the book. That being said, though, I didn't read the book. I did read The Martian before I saw that movie, but I didn't read this book before I saw this movie. So I'm not mad at it. I thought it was a good way to sell the movie and get me intrigued. But also at the same time, it's a perfect way to get kids involved too, right? And for a movie with this much space and lore and visual exuberance, to have something that kind of eases the kids into the mindset of what this movie's about, I think it's pretty heartfelt. And the fact that it's not like a dumb alien, the fact that it's an alien that's an expert engineer type of alien from his country or from his planet, of Rocky's planet, and ultimately ends up coming here to Earth, or not coming to Earth, but ultimately ends up helping a human discover things along the way. I think it's just brilliant. It's a brilliant movie, non-traditional sci-fi, but also great for all ages.
Yeah, I think he definitely, by he I mean Rocky, really does sell the movie, and I don't want to say saves the movie, but kind of like sustains the movie. Because if it was just Ryan Gosling like yapping in space, no offense to Ryan, I think he can do it. But there's, like you said, there's something about the Rocky character that adds a dimension of thematic layers when it comes to the themes in the movie. But also, you're right, bringing the kids in, bringing the comedy in, a lot more heart. Because Ryan's character isn't necessarily the most like, I don't know, you can't grasp onto him as much as other characters you can. But his dynamic with Rocky, you can, and you can believe that friendship and you can believe that connection that they have. So I think that helps the movie so much. And it really does add a dimension of like our perception of aliens. It's a little bit more, I mean, E.T., I guess. It's a little bit more like the friendly alien who wants to actually help out, and not the scary alien or the mysterious alien that you don't know what his intentions are. It's like you kind of know, like, this he's just a homie, even though he's like a little rock. And I think it helps the movie so much because you believe in the character and believe in saving his planet just as much as you want to save Earth. Which at the end of the movie, I was like, you better save that homie's planet and save Earth, because you can't just save one yourself and not save everyone else, which is kind of the theme in the movie. So yeah, that was the thing that I really appreciated by the ending of the movie, which we could kind of get into, but before we jump too heavy into spoilers, I do want to shout out some of the other elements that I really liked. Of course, the rest of the cast is great. You saw in the trailer a little bit Sandra Hillard, who was just nominated for the Academy Award a couple years ago for I forget the name of the movie, the French movie. I was gonna call it Just an Accident, but it's not Just an Accident.
I was literally just gonna say Just an Accident, because that was the most easy.
Falling.
Yeah, Just a Fall, or Anatomy of a Fall. Fall. There we go. It was, I mean, Just Accident is also a good title, like, for that movie too. But yeah, that was she was great in this movie, kind of playing this quiet, kind of introverted scientist, or not scientist, but like military official who's trying to rally this team together. And I thought her supporting performance was really good. Really, we talked about the homie earlier though, man, Greg Fraser. I mean, my goodness, the cinematography. This was a movie experience. A movie. Capital MOVIE. I mean, and this is just something that, we do get a lot of visual spectacle, of course, like we get the Avatar movies, we get a lot of Avengers movies and stuff, but I feel like it's very rare. I mean, I don't know. At least when I was coming up, it was very rare to get a movie that looked this good while also not feeling like cheaped out in like any kind of respect, Again, the Avatar movies, they're groundbreaking, but we only get those once every few years. And then a lot of movies rely so heavily on the CGI and stuff like that. This movie, though, they do an excellent job of blending practical. Oh, wait. My bad. I forgot to mention my other favorite supporting performance. Yeah. My man,
the bear, bro.
The bear, yeah. The bear, and also Odd Future. Leon Boyce, man. Again, if you watch Bear, if you know Odd Future stuff from back in the day, there's an triple OG homie right here, man. And he's doing big things. I love to see it. But yeah, I thought he was great. And yeah, like you said, Gosling was really good in it as well. But definitely one of Gosling's best. I also love the moral dilemma of it too, right? Which is also, I think, one of the reasons why people love Interstellar. It's like, who do you choose? Are you fighting for yourself, or are you fighting for humanity? Like, the fact that in Interstellar, he had, Matthew McConaughey had to choose to leave his family. In this movie, it's like Ryan Gosling's kind of presented the choice, and he kind of maybe volunteers. But then if you watch the movie, again, maybe this is where we get into spoilers. Actually, before we get into spoilers, okay, ready to get into it? Okay, obviously, if you've seen the movie, you know that Sandra Hüller and her character and the world basically forces Ryan Gosling to be in this program unwillingly, which is like, whoa, devastating, right? That was the craziest kind of plot twist that kind of happened towards the end. I kind of wish it happened towards the middle, because I thought the ending, by the end, I'm not gonna lie, this movie my one complaint, well, not one, I have a couple complaints, but my major complaint is that this movie felt like it had like 4 endings. And I felt like this was it came in a time where I literally already thought we were wrapping up the film. And then we ended up coming back to this plot twist, per se. I kind of wish we had learned that earlier. Nevertheless, very interesting kind of flip on perspective of like the choice to save everybody versus like, no, you're a hero literally being thrust into this adventure, like without having a choice. Like, is he really brave? Is he really a hero? I don't know. Maybe not. So great stuff.
Yeah, that was I kept trying to think about like that purpose of that scene where they show him, because I was like, is it for comedy? Is it just for comedy? And I was like, I don't think it is. And when you find out that the point is like, this is a guy who isn't built for this, is kind of low-key selfish, and is kind of the guy who just isn't heroic. He's just not a very heroic guy. And there is people like that who will be like, no, I'm good. I'm going to choose my life, even though, like Sandra Hüller says in the movie, like, even though if you don't have anyone, no family, no girlfriend, no wife,
not even a dog.
Yeah. So it's kind of those things where you're kind of like looking at him, it's a different type of way, but that's the point of the ending of the movie, the actual ending. But I'm with you with that too. If we're going to get to small complaints, the pacing of the movie felt weird in some moments, and the endings, the fake out endings, were a little odd for me, because I did feel like there was some times where I was like, all right, we can get past this. We know that, these things are going to work out okay. Like when he was heading back home and he had to go back to Rocky's ship, I was like, all right, let's get to it. Let's get back to Rocky's ship. But yeah, I definitely feel like that kind of idea of selfishness, selflessness, humanity, choosing humanity, but also choosing humanity and a different being. I think they were called Edrians, but choosing a different type of humanity as well, and believing in their humanity is a cool theme. It was cool. It was different. It was different than what we've seen from usual, Hollywood heroes.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, a very fun flip on the traditional hero journey story that we normally see in films, but also a good exploration of how science can overcome all, or just, just trust in the science. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that is, again, for me, y'all know me, man. I went to a math and science high school. So like, I studied engineering and was going to be that for a while. And this stuff is hard. Like, the discipline that it takes to be that kind of sciencey kind of guy is tough. And I even saw in an interview, Ryan Gosling was like, yeah, I didn't know anything of what I was doing. Like the equations I was writing, the dialogue I was speaking, like he didn't know none of that stuff, right? But he plays it so well and makes it believable, but also adds his like little personality to it, which is just a nice touch. Again, it's the real, you get the balance of the sci-fi heaviness from Andy Weir. And again, I read The Martian. I didn't read Project Hail Mary, but The Martian book is very, very sciencey. Like, I believe Andy Weir, he was a software engineer. So like, he writes his books from very sciencey stuff. And then The Martian, I'm not gonna lie, The Martian literally took all that sciencey stuff, was like, nope, we're just not doing any of it. Or not this, they're not doing any of it, but they literally just like skip through it super fast and then just be like, okay, now we're growing potatoes. Okay, now we're growing beans. Versus in the book, they show you like step by step, like that process. And this movie, I applaud this movie for giving us a lot of step by step stuff, but also not making it boring. And they do a good job of, intertwining it with the puppet, with Rocky, with James Ortiz playing the voice of Rocky, like as we get later on in it. I like the fact that we were able to communicate with him and speak with him and stuff like that. And then I thought just the cinematic of it, like again, the production design, the pacing was pretty well done. Like I said, the multiple endings was annoying, but the fact that I was really interested, not really interested, I was on the hook of my seat for at least a good 2 hours and 15 minutes of it. You know, that's high marks in my opinion.
Yeah, it's funny because you say the science of it and the math of it is so important and crucial to the story, and I take the emotional aspects out of it, the friendship of it. To me, the theme is friendship, and the belief in friendship, especially, or even if it's in another being and not another human. And I think they make it a point to show you that his character, I think it's Grace, right? Grace is his name. That Grace is not able to connect very good with other people or other people his age, I guess, because he connects with kids really well. That the karaoke scene where he's just like, "Well, this is weird. Everyone's hugging each other," and he just doesn't feel the connection and camaraderie that other normal people would feel, and he is a little like offbeat. And that kind of offbeatness helps him with his friendship with Rocky, which he bonds with so easily and so quickly. It's to show you that, hey, he's not able to maybe connect to the average social extroverted human, but he has this little rock alien that can kind of mess with him and feel him out and vibe with him, and they can, do science stuff together and hang out, and they believe in each other. And I think that's what helps out so much, because it isn't a lesser being kind of view on Rocky, but instead an equal to a human. So that to me was very important to the theme of the movie. So
yeah, no, I thought that, I mean, just like you said, bonding with people, finding humanity in yourself, finding compassion, and just people who, in the beginning, obviously we've seen Ryan Gosling coming out of that coma, that induced coma that the government put him in, right? And he kind of wakes up and he doesn't even remember like the rest of the people in the ship, and kind of Loki has to bury in his mind at the time like Loki strangers, you know what I'm saying? But he gives them a fair salute, and he welcomes the alien with open arms. That's where talking about the emotional aspect of it. Somebody compared this movie like very Spielbergian, or very Spielbergian, I guess, very heavy Spielberg in it. Of course, they even allude to that a little bit the first time the alien and Ryan Gosling tap the glass at each other. They're doing the music from Close Encounters of the Third Time. Doom, 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 doom. Like they do that little thing. So it's like a very cute little reference.
I didn't really catch that.
No, I caught that. I just was like, I'm loving that. I love stuff like that, man. I think they did such a good, I keep saying they did such a good job. I think it's a good movie. And I know there's a lot of people out there, my boy Dylan, he said it was all right, and there's a lot of people who say it's all right. It's a good kids movie. I get that. And it is a good kids movie. I think the fact that, there isn't cursing or like anything like really like super challenging, like, or adult in it kind of turns some people off. But at the same time, I think it just makes it easier for people to watch too. The fact that this movie is PG-13 though is a little crazy. Like this definitely feels like it should be PG, but PG-13. I guess we see Rocky get hurt a little bit.
What happened? Is it a curse word? What are there? I
literally cannot remember any curse words in this entire movie. Like
maybe a shit. I don't remember. I don't know.
Maybe one.
But I'm with you. I don't remember that many curse words.
Yeah. That is definitely like in the 80s. This would have been PG. It might have almost been G. But I think it's also probably seeing when Rocky got kind of hurt. If y'all saw that part in the movie, and he's kind of has the little black blood coming out of him, I think that kind of could freak some people out. I think the whole introduction of Rocky was a little scary, which is, of course, aliens are scary, like, as a concept, like, but I think this movie quickly subdued the scariness and got to the heart of it. This was like the perfect mixture, honestly, of Lord and Miller in terms of like the sci-fi wackiness of the Spider-Verse movies and, low key Solo. Like this is almost kind of a look into what Solo might have kind of looked like in a little bit, right? But it takes the sci-fi-ness of the Spider-Verse movies with the heart and humanity of the 21 Jump Street movies, like ironically enough, and then also kind of has this beautiful mixture of like Kubrickian visuals, right? Like again, that IMAX, you see it in that IMAX, you get it. And again, people say Kubrick's, people say Spielberg, some people say Interstellar. Like some people say it's very influenced visually by Interstellar, particularly Rocky Ship and that whole like line kind of thing. But I thought it was just a brilliant sci-fi, man. Great sci-fi.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that. I agree with you. There is an age down aspect of this movie that people don't latch onto or can't appreciate. And there is a I don't want to say cynical, but like people don't like super uplifting, joyful, hopeful like movies. They want to be like kind of slapped in the face a little bit. Some people are like that. Most of film Twitter is like that, to be honest. Most film Twitter likes movies that are kind of aggressive or not offensive, but like has something to say and they're not afraid to say it in a blunt way. Whereas this one is very like eases you into everything. And it is a little bit more joyful and uplifting and less challenging, like you said. It doesn't challenge you in any real way, which some people didn't appreciate or didn't latch onto. I do think that I don't think it brings it down for me, but I think it does kind of like temper my excitement for the movie, where I appreciate the film and I enjoy the film, but I won't be like going crazy over it, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go crazy over it. It's not gonna be like my number one, or maybe even it's not even. To be honest, it's not even my number one movie so far this year. You know, it made all this money. To me, I love Hoppers. To me, Hoppers is my number one movie so far this year.
No way.
And I also love The Bride as well. I talked about both of those movies on a recent episode of Real Ones, which you can catch on the channel. Those are my two favorites of the year. Project Hail Mary is definitely up there, and this is definitely bold in terms of visuals. Greg Fraser, we talked about one of the ghosts of cinematography. Like Kate Hughesby said, yeah, I'm gonna let you finish. Ryan Gosling has one of the goated acting careers of all time. I agree with that. Like just in terms of like his filmography, he's killing it right now, Gosling. So yeah, it's a great achievement. It's not my favorite. People are already saying it's gonna be the F1 of next year's award season. I'm like, all right, y'all. Don't get that blasphemous. It's not F1.
Yeah, it's not.
Like,
this is better.
Yeah, it's definitely better than F1. Like, but yeah, I liked it a lot, and I hope to see. I do actually hope to see it be nominated / win a lot of awards, especially in the technical categories.
I got a couple things. Obviously, we can get to some of this in Sabak on Thursday, but some Lord and Miller facts about the Han Solo project, just because I follow that very closely. But one of their criticisms, or one of the reasons they got fired, was because of lack of coverage or lack of knowledge on cinematography, lenses, shot selections. Apparently, they were bad at it. That's what the heads of Disney were talking about as far as excuses for firing him. And ironically enough, they teamed up with Greg Fraser and found that kind of juice. But they kept the DP to work with Ron Howard. I forgot homie's name, but I thought he did an excellent. There you go. They kept him, but apparently they were struggling with him too. Like they weren't trying to get the sock, and he was just doing things on his own. And Lord and Miller didn't really have any notes for him. That's one little fun note. But second thing. Would you go on this suicide mission, number one? That's the first question.
No, definitely not. No.
I was going to say question number two, because they were saying it in the movie. They were like, oh, yeah, take yourself out so you don't starve to death. And I'm like, yeah, but not with a lethal injection.
Yeah,
what the hell?
Inject yourself.
That's like one of the worst ways to die, bro. No. That Russian girl was crazy, bro. Shout out to, I forgot her name, but she's great. And then the second thing that I thought was funny, kind of going off that, is I said to myself as I was watching the movie, all world governments coming together to work out this plan. That's not going to work out. Number two, in real life, if this happened, the only two countries powerful enough to have this kind of, engineering resources to even put this kind of, space project on is China and is Russia. And ironically enough, the Russian girl is the engineer, and then the Chinese guy is the pilot that goes with him to space. I don't know if you caught that. But then because of Russia has the space background, and then China's just China. They're just, they have so many satellites in space right now. And yet, I think Russia's struggling right now in general right now, but that's a whole different thing. That's because of Ukraine and the war and everything. But it is a fascinating thought process as far as like, there's just no way. We're just going to be like, yeah, we'll do our thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, there definitely is a little bit of that
suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, you got to suspend your disbelief a little bit. You got to also, and then you got to remember too, it's an Amazon movie as well. Like it's an Amazon original. That kind of shook me off guard. Like Amazon MGM, getting logos. I was like, oh shoot, am I seeing the right thing? Yeah. But yeah, of course, Amazon is going to put out that message of like. Positivity and space, which I am genuinely glad that we do have a positive space movie. Like we do need to get the propaganda wrapped up.
I agree with that.
For getting NASA. There's a lot of NASA logos in here. I like to see it. We really got to start pushing kids to like be interested in space stuff again because it's important. It's super, super important. Like just for the future, like long term, right? But yeah, I think like you said though, like that hope, that optimism, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? But I do think it does hopefully persuade a whole new generation of potential scientists, microbiologists, marine biologists, scientists to just maybe look into that field or pursue that because things like that matter. Like, we don't need to see every movie be about movie stars or Hollywood or the studio or Wonder Man. Like it's good to see careers about people that are not in entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real. I agree with that. And I agree with also the alien aspect of it too. And flipping that on its head and not being a creature that's trying to eat you. That's a little bit refreshing as well. So yeah, shout out to Project Hail Mary, a movie that made a lot of money. It's probably going to keep making more money. But let's get to our next topic, RB3, which is Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, man.
Apparently been rumored for Miami Vice for forever. This has been going on forever. He's been rumored for this movie. And apparently he is now asking for $18 million after his Oscar win as his new price tag. RB3, how do you feel about that?
I love it. This is what an Oscar winner should be doing. Get that money. Get that money. Ain't no more. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You got to step up and get that bag. And this is definitely the right call. I mean, if any self-respecting, look, let's be real. White actors would do this. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with when a brother tries to get his money, get his bag? And I think a lot of people in this industry are not too happy about Coogler and about Coogler's situation, but they're also not happy about, Michael B. Jordan trying to ask for this little money. I'm going to pull up a tweet here from Jeff Snyder in a second, but yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I think this is what it is, right? We're seeing the Hollywood business directly in front of us, which is that Oscar win is used for this kind of leverage, where you are used now for a major star power. I was thinking about this exact thing with Ryan Gosling and Project Hail Mary. I'm so curious, and I don't think it's public yet, how much he made for this movie, because I do think it was around that range. I think he got a lot of money off this movie. I think he got a big bag. It might have been around this money or even more, because that's what you're paying these A-list Hollywood men, front of center, leading the movie. This is the kind of bag that most of these guys get. So the fact that he's asking for it is that's a real thing, man. That's what it is. And I think, like you said, if there's ever a time to do it, do it now. And if there's any company to do it with, it's with Hollywood studios and making sure you get that money for it. So yeah, man, that's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, it's a powerful bag, and it's like you can argue, I would say a fair argument is that a lot of eccentric success could be attributed to Michael B. Jordan, right? I mean, because he's the face of the movie. He literally plays two roles, literally. He also has just been a growing star for a minute. Well, you need, the Miami Vice formula is always simple, like cool black dude and kind of angry white dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the formula. That's how the TV show went in the 80s. And this casting would have been perfect, right? Michael B. Jordan as the cool black dude, and you got Austin Butler.
Yeah.
We see my cousin-in-law, Austin Butler, be the crazy white dude multiple times. So it's kind of like the perfect formula. That's kind of why I wanted it to work. But they gotta pay my man, and especially look, 18 million is definitely within range for a movie like this because Paramount's doing it. Paramount, y'all need to be playing some black people, right? Y'all own BET. I need to be, getting right at black people at the very least. But also number two, Joseph Krasinski is directing it. And, Joseph Krasinski just made $1 billion on Top Gun Maverick. F1 made not $1 billion, but it made like over 600 million worldwide or something crazy like that. Miami Vice is going to make bare minimum 300, 400, maybe even 500, 600 million worldwide. Probably arguably the biggest movie in Michael B. Jordan's career outside of Black Panther. So it's like, get that paycheck up front. Get that paycheck up front and make sure you get some of those points on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that time. And then, this is the tweet I want to pull up from Jeff Snyder real quick. Jeff Snyder, who actually broke the story originally. Salute to Jeff Snyder, the homie. He actually broke that story. He said, shortly after Titanic won Best Picture and broke box office records, Leo was paid $20 million for The Beach, directed by Danny Boyle, by the way, which cost $50 million overall. 27 years later, people are questioning Michael B. Jordan's $18 million ask for Miami Vice, which is likely to cost $150 million. I detect a whiff of racism. Ooh, Jeff Snyder getting spicy. Yeah, I kind of agree. I agree.
Yeah, a clock is right sometimes, right?
Yeah, broken clock can be right twice a day. You know what I'm saying?
But yes, I'm with you. I think this price tag is reasonable when it comes to these kind of size of movies. Just for reference, I don't have, just because I brought it up, because I think this is kind of what I'm trying to get at. I don't have the price of Project Hail Mary, but I do have Gray Man. He made $20 million for Gray Man. Ryan Gosling did. I just pulled that up right now. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this is kind of what you're asking for when it comes to A-list Hollywood man, front man, leading man, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I think that's what it is. And then if you're thinking about like ridiculous with like the RDJs,
yeah,
get paid like 40 mil, like ridiculous amount of money. I forget some other big ones recently. I'm sure Leo got like 30 mil for something.
Yeah,
recently.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne, yeah.
Dwayne even took, man, this is why I know Dwayne Johnson's a little bit sick in the head. Like, he still took, I believe it was 18 million for the Smash Machine.
That's
the budget
crazy.
for that movie was 50 million.
That's
he ended
crazy,
up over
bro.
close to half the budget, or like a third of the budget.
That's dirty, bro.
Just so you paid, dog. Come on.
That's so messed up.
That's how you're a sick dude, man. But yeah, but also too, again, Joe, and it's just like Jeff Snyder said too, man. The movie's probably gonna cost 150. Joseph Krasinski don't make cheap movies. You know what I'm saying? And he probably gonna ask for a paycheck too. So yeah, give my man Michael B. Jordan paid. He's an Oscar winner, one of the top 5, honestly, American stars we got right now. Pay my brother. Pay him.
Yeah. If there's ever a time to do it, it's now, man. Let's finish up with apparently a Martin Scorsese. He's got a new movie coming out.
Yeah, man. We got our first look at the new Martin Scorsese movie, What Happens at Night, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence, playing a couple. Not a lot of details coming out about this movie, but we know it's a period piece, obviously, by this picture. They already started filming, which is like, kind of crazy for Scorsese. And then also the big news that is coming out too. Again, I actually don't know if Jeff Snyder broke this news or if this was someone else who broke and he just like tweeted about it. But this movie was also rewritten by Paul Thomas Anderson. Because if you know Killers of the Flower Moon, PTA actually did a rewrite on Killers of the Flower Moon for Scorsese and Leo. He's back again doing a rewrite for this movie. He did the rewrite before he won his Oscars, for One Battle. So, pre-ego shift, if you will, maybe. But yeah, I think, he did some unaccredited rewrites for this. I forget who the film's actual writer is, but heavy awards contender. Speculation is that the movie's going to come out by the end of the year, which they're filming right now. And, Scorsese does work pretty fast, like historically. I'm very curious to see if it happens by the end of the year, though. I mean, it's a big name, big market. Apple, it's another movie from Apple. So Apple's doing it. And I will say, too, Apple did the Spike Lee movie. The Spike Lee movie was low-key in the can for a while. The Highest to Lowest. Low-key, they had that filmed for a minute. I thought they were going to release it a lot sooner, too. But, I'll see if they release it. If they release this new Scorsese movie this year, next year. But I'm hyped for it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm hyped for it. I don't know if this year works. I wouldn't do that. I mean, maybe they would know more than I do. But to me, I would probably save it for next year. Build up the hype a little bit more, especially when you got two powerhouses like Leo and Jennifer Lawrence. I was gonna call her J-Lo. But also, I gotta say it, and I think she said it in an interview. This is kind of ironic now. She said it like 6-7 months ago. I think it was Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
The fact that they're playing a couple. What?
Yeah. I mean,
Leo, man, come on, bro. Leo's like, yo, no, she's too old for me, bro. Which is crazy.
That's acting. You know what I'm saying? My boy got to act like. Yeah, act like he actually look at. You even see on his face. Hold up.
Yeah.
You zoom in on his face. Look at my guy, man. You like, yo, what am I doing holding this old hag? Yeah. This old hag on my hand.
Ancient.
Yeah.
This ancient woman.
Yo, over 27? Jesus Christ.
25, bro. 25 is his stop range.
Yeah,
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Homie's like a grandpa at this point. He needs to be stopped. Somebody's got to stop him, bro.
Yeah.
But apparently Martin Scorsese is going to keep giving him money and he's going to keep putting him in his movies. So shout out Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
I think it'll work out for him.
Yeah. Shout out Marty. Shout out PTA. Again, PTA did One Battle. PTA also rewrote Killers of the Flower Moon. Did a polish on that. So I love seeing that. And yeah, I mean, again, I'm going to watch it's probably going to be 4 hours and 16 minutes, but I don't care. Give me the uncut Scorsese verse, and I'm all in for it. Real quick, I'm just gonna read some of the comments real quick. Again, shout out to the homie Cade Huseby. Actually, Cade and I just saw Mark Ellis last night live at the Comedy Store. That was really fun. So salute to that. Kay said, moral of the story, talking about Project Hail Mary, is you could do anything you say your mind to as long as the government drugs you first. Yeah, that's the truth. Kay had also said, I feel like one of the most well-done parts of this movie was how well the editing was able to condense what felt like 2 seasons of TV plot into one movie, the way they did the flashbacks. Yeah, you're right. It did feel like a lot of plot that they condensed down very heavily. I love seeing that. Kate also said you could still be an influencer from space. Is it ethical to pay anyone from entertainment that much? What about the doctors? Yeah, I mean, the talking about Leo 20 million and Michael B. Jordan. I mean, hey, look, 18 million. If the movie's making 600 million, I get it. Leo got paid 20 million for a movie I never heard of. A lot of people haven't heard of The Beach, keeping it 100. But also, too, the fact that 20 million in 1997 ain't the same as 20 million in today's money.
Yeah, that's like 80 million.
Yeah, no, straight up. Like, it paid that much in 97. Like, shoot, Michael B. Jordan should be asking for like 30 million if you ask me. And then lastly, Cade said, my dog Cade said, can you guys please help me understand how actors get paid this much? It feels backwards for society.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
that's what it is. That's the Actors are getting paid a ridiculous amount of money. They're still trying to get that star power. It's like the quarterback for if you follow the NFL, how much they're getting paid now. It's escalating. It's less about, if I get into the nitty gritty of it, it's less about the ethics of I'm getting paid. It's more about this company is going to get this much money anyway. I might as well get a bigger piece of the pie. That's how the quarterbacks view it, at least in the NFL. If you follow Mina Kimes, she talks about it a lot. NFL analysts, where it's more about like, if this team is going to get billions no matter what, I might as well carve out a bigger piece for myself, because it's only fair if they're using my face, my name, my likeness to sell it. Then I should be getting a bigger piece of it because I'm the face of it, and the face should be getting more money than people who are just putting their name on it and calling themselves executive producer. So
yeah, no, I 100% agree. No, I mean that's
that's a sports analogy for that's how I view it.
Yeah, no, you gotta pay your top guy, your top person, maybe guy, man, woman, or anything in between. You definitely gotta pay him though. I mean, I definitely feel like definitely Robert Downey Jr. in the Avengers is a little ungodly. Like that feels a little backwards, and
some of these are ridiculous. Some of them are like insane. I think anything over 20 is insane.
Yeah, over 20 million is like, what are you doing? Like that should be like.
But like I said, Gosling just got 20 for Gray Man. And I guarantee that he got at least 20 for this one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's the one thing. That's the one thing about the streaming services making movies is that they pay out big. Like Netflix always pays out big. Apple TV for sure. Like Apple for that Martin Scorsese movie, like that's gonna be crazy. And yeah, Amazon, of course. Like Amazon loves to spend crazy. I definitely think Amazon is a little bit. They're a little bit older, not older, but like they're relatively a little bit still newer to the movie and TV game, especially through MGM Studios, and they've had a lot of misses. They haven't had a lot of wins, especially this year. But it's been good to see them. It's good to have Project Hail Mary work. I don't care about the rest of the company.
Last thing, and I don't know that much about her, but Pascal Production, bro. Amy Pascal.
Yeah.
Could that be what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, she knows what she's doing when it comes to big budget movies. So
yeah, she knows what she's doing. I mean, I gotta find out them exact emails, but I do remember she definitely has some real funky emails during that Sony leak scandal. That was
crazy.
Yeah, she definitely got caught on. Kind of 4K saying some wild racist stuff. Wild. But
I don't remember, but I'm sure.
Yeah.
I almost guarantee it.
Yeah, no, low-key, I don't remember either. That's why I don't want to like say too much. But I do think you're all right. In terms of her talents as a producer, she's great. I mean, the Spider-Verse movies are great. This is Project Hail Mary is great. I actually don't even know what else she produced outside of this stuff.
I think she mainly just does those. She does other Sony movies, I think. Other major Sony movies. I forget which ones. So.
Yeah, I think she produced Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, weirdly enough. Like,
yeah, because she was like Sony's top dog.
Yeah.
Before all that. So
I'm going to look this up right now. Pascal Productions.
She's done a lot. I don't know if it's under her production company. But I know, obviously, her production company is that does all the Spider-Man movies.
Pascal Pictures, yeah.
But I think she's done quite a few. I'm on IMDb right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Okay, okay. For what?
Jay Kelly? Damn, bro.
Oh, she did do Jay Kelly. I love Jay Kelly. I will say, hilariously, I went to Amy Pascal's Wikipedia page, and then you scroll down, and then one of the first things is like Sony hat. Like, like, okay. Oh, so they really got it.
You can't forget that. She did Little Women. She did Challengers.
Oh, she did Challengers. Oh,
she did the Girl in the Spider's Web movies.
Okay, that makes sense. That's Sony. Yeah.
She did Molly's Game, and then she did all the Spider-Man movies. Venom Carnage, Venom Last Dance. So, yeah, I mean, she knows how to do those movies, bro. Big budget movies.
Yeah, no,
she work with stars.
She knows how to do them. Okay, so I did find. Thank you, Wikipedia. I made it very easy. It did say that what Pascal did is like It's a little racist. It's a little funny though. It's a little funny. I hate to say it. Okay, it says, in subsequent news coverage, Pascal and producer Scott Rudin were noted to have an exchange in those documents about Pascal's upcoming encounter with President Barack Obama. Pascal joked that the president, who was black, would probably enjoy watching Django Unchained or The Butler or the comedy Think Like a Man. And then Scott Rudin responded, right along, I bet he likes Kevin Hart. Whoa, son. That is, it's a little wild. It's a tiny bit funny, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, saying Obama would want to watch Django and ride along.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Like,
this is it, bro. This is what the Hollywood exec shit, bro. Like Hollywood producer type shit.
This is what we do. That's what they do behind the scenes, man. That's just how they talk.
100%.
Yeah, but
if anything, she's the tamer one compared to like other ones. Other ones are just monsters.
Oh yeah, other ones would just say the N word right in front of you, not even give a fuck. You know,
that's what people don't understand about Hollywood. It's like some of the most racist people on the planet are like Hollywood executives and shit. So it's crazy. What were you saying about the next one? Sorry, I interrupted you, bro.
No, I didn't have anything to say. That was the only thing. Yeah.
Shout out everyone who watched us all the way through. We reacted to like 4 trailers, talked about a bunch of stuff, but appreciate every can't even talk. Appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys come back for Sabak the Block on Thursday night. We'll be talking more about Lord Miller and talking about some other stuff when it comes to Star Wars. RB3, where can everyone find you, man?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Director RB3. And if you haven't already, check out my film Quarter Life Crisis that I helped produce and co-write with star and director Cade Hughesby. Cade Hughesby's in the chat right now. Salute to you, Cade. With Quarter Life Crisis, support the digital movie. The digital version of the movie is $19.99. The Blu-ray is $24.99. And it's a full film, y'all. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes of fun comedy documentary hilarity.
Yeah, you can follow me at Squad Leader Ace. Make sure you subscribe to First Cut if you haven't done so already. Leave us a like, a comment, all that good stuff. Make sure you check out our merch shop. Make sure you check out our website. Make sure you go to Sabak the Block, our new Star Wars channel. All that kind of stuff you can find on the First Cut universe. That's what I'm calling it now.
Yay!
But either way, guys, we're going to be peacing out from First Cut Live. So peace out, y'all.
Saying I need to be 25 years old.
This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. With the 4/5 divide you in half. You getting at me equals a bloodbath. You do the math, take you out the equation. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. With the 4/5 divide you in half. You getting at me equals a bloodbath.
Wait, so you're saying I need to be 25 years old to rent a car? Is somebody here I can talk to?
I'm nowhere near where I wanted to be by this age.
Time slipping through my fingers.